Hey everybody, Tpull here. Name's Travis. Channel's Tpull's Corner, and we're playing a deck called Savage Lands. It's one of the 10 pre-made decks that Wizards of the Coast made and gave it to us when we only had 4 of the expansion decks to play with after we had a big set rotation. They rotated out 3 sets. And we've been playing it for this week. This is our final day. If you missed the introduction to the deck, there should be an index card link at the top right corner of the video. You can click and play at any time. Go through the cards if you're not familiar with them. And we haven't been doing too well. We've only won a couple of games this week. I have played against this deck, and it usually does better, actually. Because we usually get something like that. Brushfire Elemental right away. And if we get to keep them to stay for a little while, they can really do some damage. They've got something that holds up priority, don't they? And for some reason I always get the players that on turn 3 it takes them forever to decide to do something. He might have something like Cleave that can destroy my creature. No, he does not. Leonin War Leader. Of course. I'll take care of you. Are you going to block? Thank you. I really needed to get rid of him, so we'll let the damage take place. This is not an instant. We have to wait for sorcery. Get rid of him. The advantage is kind of to him now. We're actually not getting the lands that we need for our landfall deck. This has kind of been the theme most of the week. We're getting some other stuff, but our opponents are actually outpacing us on the land quite handily. Ouch! That can be a problem. Thankfully, we finally have this card. But that doesn't stop the Charmed Stray from racking up his health and whittling away at ours. Because we have so little land, we have to spend our time doing this. And I'm going to save that mana for the Brushfire Elemental next turn. Kind of strange to have 3 cards with 5 mana and not play a single one. Oh yeah. Let's play this one. Okay, we've had trouble with lands, so let's get some more. That helped equalize things a tiny bit. The worm might turn here, depending on what other creatures he has that have power 2 or less. Inspiring Commander is a pretty good engine for that sort of stuff. Alright. You're not blocking that, are you? Goring Ceratops. Nice. He's already got double strike, which could conceivably kill me next turn. Excellent. Five. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, you go to 5 and double power and toughness. Get rid of the double striker and I keep my Brushfire Elemental. Get rid of Inspiring Commander and Charm Stray. Got rid of all of his advantages in one fell swoop. We finally had the right combination of enough land, enough creatures, and enough other spells. You can't do usually just putting down one creature after another. Sometimes you can if you're fast enough and big enough, but other times you need a mix. You need something up here to help you out in addition to your creatures. And it balanced out quite nicely to deal with a very credible threat, a game-ending threat. And now we're making them think. And they don't even know what we can do. He kind of flooded out with lands at the end here. He didn't really need that land. He needed a good spell. Alright, let's just do it this way. It's good to have a Doomscar. He does not. And no way to stop us no matter what he does. He just doesn't know it. Don't give him a chance to block, we'll just end the game. And now we go to the post-mortem. Okay, that's the Savage Lands deck, and we won. Did we win half of our battles? About that. But we had some issues. Part of the issues is we only have 3 Royal Eruptions, and that's all the interaction we have really to take care of them. We do have 2 Choose Your Weapons to deal 5 damage to target creature with flying. That's kind of unreliable. We need something. I mean, we gotta wait till turn 6 at least before we can get our 6/6 flyer, and there's nothing else with reach in the entire deck. There's no fight spells at all. So I like the Evolving Wilds. As usual, we should probably get all 4 pathways in there. The one thing that you have to take into consideration is we have Phyleth the World Sculptor, and you get plant creature tokens for each basic land you control. So the more trick cards or dual lands that we put in, the fewer plant tokens we're going to get when it counts. So I would probably put in 1 rune card so that we can take out things like you know, the man lands from the Forgotten Realms cards. They each have each color has 1. Let's see, what else? What would I take out? I might actually take out a Vastwood Surge, just because we don't normally get to use the kicker. Usually we're stuck just using it, and sometimes when you get it, it's taking the place of a card that you really would prefer to have. So I'd probably get a fight spell in there, just because the rest of the deck, they split it, right? They split it between landfall and pack tactics, and you know, if the stars align just perfectly, these things can cooperate with each other. But it's kind of like they split the baby down the middle, and they should have really picked a lane. And if they were going to pick a lane like that and keep the Vastwood Surges, they should have done more landfall. And they did more landfall than pack tactics, right? Let's see, how many pack tactics do we have? We have 2 there, 2 there, and where's the other one? Oh, there, just 1 Werewolf Pack Leader. So that's only 5 creatures that have pack tactics, and we already have, you know, 3 there, 3 there, 6, that's 7, and then 8 for the landfall. It really would have worked better if it was a pure landfall deck. And I think I understand that they were just trying to make a good, you know, green-red deck that was representative of all 4 of the expansions, and it had a little something for everybody in there, right? Because we've got Forgotten Realms, we got Zendikar. Where's the Kaldheim in here? There should be some Kaldheim in here to represent it, right? Is there no Kaldheim? I don't see any Kaldheim. Well, that's a mistake. And they didn't do any Strixhaven either, did they? Let's look again. Okay, Toski is the 1 card they have for Kaldheim, which Toski is an awesome card. Maybe they should have looked into Strixhaven and put something in there from there. Alright. So, yeah, that's it for the gist of things. It's an awkward deck. If it really works well for, I mean, like taking the place of the mono red goblin deck, kind of. If you get the Brushfire Elementals and the Akum Hellhounds out early, it can really decide a game really fast. And I don't know that we had but maybe 1 example of that. And so, you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and that's the gamble you take. But I would probably mix this up a lot. I would probably get rid of all the pack tactic stuff, put in more landfall, put in you know, something to deal with artifacts, at least 1 card to deal with artifacts, And if I was going to keep both Vastwood Surges for landfall, I'd still put in something else for like a fight spell, like Rabid Bite or something like that. So take that for what it's worth, and that concludes this week of Travis Plays the Premades. Tune in next week. We will start closing it out. I think we've only got 2 more decks to go, and then we'll be done showing all of them. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks. Have a good one.